What up, family? I pulled some cards for the collective today. I asked that my Pleiadian friends and Akashic wisdom keepers be here with me as we pull some cards. What came through is right on par with what I'm moving through in my life and feels like a very deep collective understanding of newness and death and rebirth and all the good stuff. But first we got Rosemary, ancient memories. So it is coming into an understanding of the ancient memories that we carry in our DNA at all times, and they're coming to the surface now to assist us in this transition period that we're going through, because within the Rosemary there's also that like Mary Magdalene energy, that understanding that where we've come from, our ancestors, the spirit that has grown through its own karma and dharma is, allowing us to stand on the shoulders of giants and be here. And we also were those giants. We were our ancestors. We were part of this ancient memory, is remembering our past and parallel lives, these things that have brought us to this point within the illusion of time, to be right here, right now, in what is transferring, what is transpiring, what is dying, what is coming to life. What in your truth is coming to life from a space of like, damn, this is what we're stepping into as a collective. This is possible. Wait, I've done this before. You're really supported in what you're moving through right now. And dragon's blood being the blood of all, the blood of the earth, the blood of you, the blood of me, the blood of the animals, the blood of the organism that is, we are all one and a part of, not just ourselves individually, but our dragon essence is coming online. But it's allowing us to be with that great void, that collective void space, the ethers, the things that want to be birthed into creation now, and the things that are dying within the structures that we've been living out and playing out. Our grandfathers and their grandfathers and their fathers' fathers, like everything that they've been playing out is now falling away. And what does it mean to be in that void space as a collective and getting to choose from that space of inner dragonhood? What is it that we want to experience moving forward? Because it's not going to look like it ever did. And it actually might be challenging and scary to some people because it's not going to look or feel safe in the ways that we used to try to control things. And like, I know it looks like this, but now it's looking like that. And can we stand with it looking like that and still be here in our dragon essence of like, what will we create together as a collective? And just be in that dragon's blood, man, and let the blood flow in the ways that it wants to, in and out. Because there is a lot of death with this elder card here, the wisdom. Elder card, wisdom. There is a lot of death here. There's understandings of, the wisdom of what death teaches us, the magic of new life. Where there is death, there is new life. We have guides that are helping us out with this, but there's a deep call to healing within ourselves and within the collective itself. The world is coming to a place of breaking apart, and the ethers are there. So that dragon's blood and that dragon's fire is a very big part of this elder card and what has died, and like allowing what has died and really surrendering what is not you anymore, allowing yourself to shake and break apart in a way that really allows for this new you and this new birth, this authentic expression of the one that you are moving into, to become birthed into this plane, because we have to make space, and we have the wisdom to make space for what is being created, because it's very much, this is death. This is burning apart and going down into the ashes. And we are allowing ourselves to go into these ashes because we know that there's a bigger and better understanding of the one that we are and the expression of our authentic truth that will bring about a new way of living life on this planet, in this body, with a new understanding. But you have to die in order to make space for this new to come in. It's very important to like hold that. You have this wisdom, and we have the help that we need in spirit to bring that magic to life. And this is very much that phoenix energy with the cordyceps, the revival. So with that death here with the elder card, we have cordyceps coming in with the revival, and that's the phoenix energy, the eagle, the wisdom, to fly above the mountain peaks, to fly above the forest and see what is true, what is truly serving you and what is truly draining you. And if it's anything that's draining you, that's not in alignment with our dragon's blood. When dragons aren't gonna fucking put up with that bullshit. We're gonna go ahead and burn that to the ground so that we can fly up and see an actual vision of what this new perspective, this new earth, this new us, this new individual, authentic authentically expressed self looks like, because we are the phoenix coming from the ashes. And for the phoenix to rise from the ashes, it has to break apart and turn into ashes so that it can rise. So trust as we rise, we'll see a bigger and clearer picture of what we are becoming, not just as ourselves, as individuals, we're not separate, but what does the whole and the collective look like as we co-create together this new experience of life with that cordyceps. And cordyceps themselves and these mountain peaks, like cordyceps are connected worldwide, the mycelial network, like we are all connected so well worldwide. Telepathy is real and we all have one consciousness that is coming online in a more deep understanding of the one. A more Christed consciousness is available to us as we rise like the eagle and really stand in our truth and our power. Yeah. And pulling from the Lightworker Oracle, I got Soul Child, and this is all about that new beginnings energy, because we've just risen from the ashes and now we're this child and his companion that are just like learning to walk like a foal coming out of the mother horse and like learning how to stand on our feet for the first time. It's a little shaky, but we have everything that we need. You know, babies come into this world with such a connection to the divine, and we have that connection to the divine in a way that was tried to be stripped from us, and that's what's fallen away. You know, we have access to the divine. We have access to our higher self, that higher mind, that higher wisdom, and we're learning how to walk so that we can learn how to fly, so that we can learn how to create anything that we want. Out of this heart-shaped, loving space, this energy of oneness and support and community and love. And it's different. It's different than what we were taught. So we're standing on these new legs like, dang, I trust I put one foot in front of the other. And like a child, just like, go play, man. Learn how to, not even learn, just remember. Remember what your 5-year-old, 6-year-old self wanted to do and go play, because that is a part of the creation. You know, we can be in reverence with the depth of this death and this rebirth, because it's not easy to be alive as a human being. And we're coming into this, like, back into this inner child, like putting the inner child, you know, up to the light, like Simba, and saying, hey, you're worthwhile, let's play. So we can play with the darkness, we can play with the light, and then we can play, which brings more light to the darkness, which allows us to integrate more and learn how to walk forward with our new understanding of what it means to be alive. And that steps right into this Christ consciousness energy, this Christed consciousness, this understanding that we are creator, that we are love, and that the more that we see and have faith and trust that love is abound, and we are souls having this human experience that is bringing us into more of our light and more of our love and more of our dharma, and, you know, seeing more of the karma, seeing more of the shadow, and being able to release more of the masks that we put on to put on this show for the people around us. This validation game, poofs, it goes away, and we step into that authentic expression, which allows us to be full within ourselves in front of anyone and everyone. And that frequency is the healing note that allows other people the permission to be more of their own Christed consciousness, because Christ consciousness is not about, or, you know, Christ being risen again with this eagle energy is us. It's our Christed consciousness coming in. It's not a man coming to save us from anything, because that's not real. It's not reality. Christ just showed us what we are capable of, and now we are stepping into that soul's magic and learning how to stand on our feet with love in our hearts and play on our lips and smiles, and, you know, like, and standing strong in that dragon's energy too, of like, nah, this ain't gonna fucking work for me. Just all the things, you know, that command of all the dimensions of the self in any given moment, and showing up in full, authentically expressed as who we are, and that being the medicine. If there needs to be boundaries, there's boundaries. If there needs to be play, there's play. If there needs to be a good cry, then there's a good cry. If there needs to be like, I'm afraid, and like just acknowledging that authentically, then let it be. You know, let your joy be seen. Let it all be you. Let the Christed consciousness in you be ever present here and now, because we're really moving into a new time period. Like this reading itself feels really freaking good to me. I'm really grateful for, you know, this energy, because I can feel it. I don't know if y'all feel it, but there's a lot, I can feel it right now. There's a lot of death. And there's a lot of calls to letting go of and forgiving the self for all the different acts and masks that we put on and play, the roles that we played that didn't serve us and made us actually small and dim our light, dim our authentic expression so that other people could be comfortable around us in a societal whole. We got to be accepted. We got to be accepted. And it's like, Christ didn't give a fuck about none of that. Like, he was just like, this is who I am. This is what my love sounds like. This is what my voice wants to express. And people gathered around him. And he was able to heal people, but it really was just allowing people to heal themselves in the presence of the one that is fully expressed in their authenticity. And that's the new life. And it can be a scary thing because, you know, everything that we've ever known as far as gotta control this and I gotta talk like this and this person needs me to be like that. And it's like, fuck all that. Allow your authentic voice to come out. If it works for somebody and they want to be around you and they mirror that back to you and it's a good support system, fuck yeah. If it freaks somebody out and they're like, I gotta get out of here, then let them get the fuck on out of here because you don't need that. And it can be that simple to be your full self and allow that to be your guide within this beautiful experience of life. But that's all for today from the Pleiadian guides and from the Akashic record keepers. That is our collective reading for the day. I do personal readings. And I do authentic expression coaching, 1111. On my website, Raw Authentic Rainbow, you can check out my offerings. Feel free to message me here or message me at the email on my website, rawauthenticrainbow@gmail.com. And just like, yeah, let's have a conversation. I do Akashic past life readings. I do a myriad of different metaphysical services. But at the end of the day, I help people really get more into their authentic expression and soul embodiment, and what really wants to express through you and what programs can we let go of. And it's a good time to do the work like that. Emotional healing processing, I do the good work that I love that has helped me to grow into a more fully expressed man that you see in front of you right now. So, if you want to work with me, hop on over to rawauthenticrainbow.com and check out my offerings. And I do a free 15-minute consultation call so we can have a conversation around what you might like to do, or if you have any questions about the services and you're interested, let's have a conversation about it and see what we can come up with. I love you. Enjoy the day. Enjoy this moon cycle. Full moon coming up. This is a timeless reading, but the full moon is coming up right now, and there will be the 8/8 portal coming up as well as an eclipse season on the way. So I will be giving more readings and giving more conversations. I love you. Enjoy your lives until I see you again. Enjoy the journey. Bye-bye.